Oh, hi,
Hello,
Big Brother.
Hi, Big Brother.
Cool, right.
Hello.
I've got to present you somebody quite important in the techno scene. His name is Robert Liner. Shut up. His name is Robert Liner. He's a great DJ, and he's releasing record under the Source on RNS Records. So
Source Experience.
Source Experience. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I missed the word, right? I've got a question for you. I'd like to know what is the difference between Robert as a DJ, because you're DJing very much, and the Source. Is it pretty similar? Are you going in the same direction? This is quite a serious question. Don't answer me something stupid.
Yeah, it's a very serious question. I mean,
I'd just like to know if you're actually doing the same, if you're trying to aim for the same stuff when you're actually making an album or when you're DJing.
I'm trying to stick very much to the same, but I could be very wide if I want to. I mean, I think you're a little bit the same also. I like to experiment a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I want to know. That's why I'm asking you that question. I want to know where you're going.
I'm not scared to try to introduce new things. Definitely not.
So what is the actual experience for you as a DJ compared to as a producer? What is the main thing for you?
DJing inspired me a lot to do music, which Rex I can't find, of course, and also sometimes DJing quite a lot the same style I do as a music as well. But I don't try it. I don't think of what I'm playing as a DJ when I do the music. I just do it. I either like it or not.
So when you're producing music, do you actually think about the crowd always, or you just thinking about yourself?
Myself and the music.
So you produce the stuff you really want to hear, or the stuff you want to play, or you just go with the flow?
They either like it or don't like it.
That's cool. And how do you care when people come up to you and say, "Oh, I don't like this," or how do you react to that?
I don't know. That never happened.
It never happened?
No.
Well, it's bound to happen sometime. It happened to me loads. It's bound to happen to you too.
They don't dare to tell it. Well, they only say it in that way. Yeah, but can't you play a little bit harder or faster?
Oh, when you DJ?
Yeah, that's the only questions I get.
What about you? What about when you produce stuff? Do you get hurt when people say I don't like your stuff, or I think you should have done this way?
I mean, I'm trying to think a little bit like that. I mean, I did the first 2 records and they're quite similar to each other. I try to stick to that style as much as possible because I don't want to let my fans down to totally do something completely different and buy the records. Hey, well, this doesn't sound like Source. I'm trying to keep that at the very same directions.
Right.
Very open.
A lot of people don't know where you're coming from, so I can say you're coming from Gothenburg, yes? Please tell us about the scene there. Nobody knows about this. I mean, this is a French TV station, and we want to know a bit more about what's happening over there.
What's happening in Gothenburg, yeah? It's well, Gothenburg is the second biggest town in Sweden, and we have like 500,000 of population. There is, yes, indeed, a couple of organizations and a very small crowd. But the main problem is, as always, government and police. But it's going up and down. But we try and we stick together. But now it's getting a little bit better, and now we also take more foreign DJs, people like you, some other people coming down
soon
to develop some music.
What music-wise, what they're into? Is there like one scene? I mean, if you come to Germany, it's very trancey. Is there one scene there in your country, or is it very different?
Yeah, it's they're all okay. Most of the Swedish people going to parties in Germany, like here tonight, and the Swedes coming in and they take the influence from Europe to there, of course. But I think for the moment now, a lot of Swedish artists starting to get out the closet and do music and start their own labels and try to define their own style a little bit. But of course, they have inspiration from like German trance and things like that also. But
so that's big influence there.
The two biggest things in Sweden is like the German trance, happy trance, a bit faster, and more like Dave Clark, Jeff Mills style.
Like heavy kind of
hard house, yeah.
Good. I just want to know, how does an artist like you from far Gothenburg actually got signed in RNS? I mean, what's the story behind you and RNS?
Well, the story behind that, I mean...
What happened? Did you send them a demo tape or you met them?
It's a strange story. I mean, when I started to play some acid records in 88, 89, and I found it very interesting. But in 1990, I opened a label together with some friends in Stockholm, techno label. We had it under 1 year, but before that, I haven't been around in Europe to any parts or nothing, so I didn't know much about it. But we started a label. I did a few releases. We decided to go around in Europe to try to do some promotion, find distributors and things like that. And after a while, Renat on RNS got hold of one of the DATs tapes, and he called me to England and said, "You get here, take the next plane tomorrow," and he wanted to sign me directly, basically. But he called me, I didn't come to him.
Yeah, so Renat flashed on your music, went crazy on your music.
Somebody else gave him the music and he flashed on it.
What was your first release on RNS?
The Blue Source EP, the white label.
How long ago?
3 years ago.
So how many records have you done so far, basically?
Including the blue one, I have this 2 Source, double 12 inches, the Robert Liner album on Apollo, and then additional limited single, and I've done a few small remix work, and I have a new album coming now in 1 month.
So you have an album coming out?
Yeah, it's great already. Yeah.
When is it coming out?
The 12-inch with one other track from the album now in a matter of weeks.
Yeah.
And then a month later the album, as soon as everything is finished and everything.
Good.
But on the 12-inch it's like 2 additional tracks, and then on the vinyl format there's also additional track. It used to be like when you buy the CD you have an extra track on the CD only, but now I do it the other way. I have an extra track on the vinyl set.
I do too actually on my album. That's pretty good.
That's better.
Good idea. Good idea.
But it's coming, and then in December I start to work on some more chilling music. You know,
Chilling.
I take a break. I had a hot time this year.
There you go. Take a break. I'll give you this.
I'm not really a journalist, but I will try to ask Mr. Laurent Grenier, who's sitting here next to me. And
I'm not DJing next to you now.
no, not next to you. You're sitting here next to me now. Yeah, that's what I mean. So, first question I have was on my head. What do you feel about big parties like this?
Why does everybody ask me that question? There is a lot of very good big parties, and there is a lot of nasty big parties. There is big parties, I'm not going to start to give names, but there is big parties sometimes who actually promote their own stuff and only their own stuff. Yeah. And there is big party like Universe, who's got people like you, who's got people like me, who's got people like Sasha from England, Mixed Master Morris from another background, has people like Jeff Mills, which is coming from America, and Richie Houghton, and there's American DJs. There's basically such a wide range of DJs. I think if this is bringing good, because I think all the DJs has something to say tonight. Everybody is different. Even in a Gabba room, all the Gabba DJs plays different sets. In the techno room, we all play quite different. Like Carl Cox playing different to me, and Prodigy's playing different, you know. And I think if we bring all this music to the kids, and the kids gonna sort of make up their mind and stop being brainwashed by one magazine or one only kind of room. If we can give that to them, I think it's the most positive thing.
Everybody should have their own choice, of course, and it's also important. Well, like media, like things like this. Everybody, you meet all the DJs and have to discover other kind of music as well.
I like you see. I like that the actual people here can actually travel from one room to the other, get complete different style of music, and carry on partying. This is a real party. I hate big parties when you have only one room, same DJs, everybody saying the same hits, everybody play the same stuff. It's boring. That's boring.
But what about DJing for 1 hour then?
Well, I hate that, and you know that, right?
Yeah, of course we.
It's the same as you. I think that's what I explained to somebody before. If you have a book and you open it and you only read one page, this is basically what you get off a DJ if he plays 1 hour. If he plays 1 hour, he's only going to read one page of his book. If he plays for 10 hours, he's going to read the whole book. He's going to give you the whole painting and everything. And for a DJ, only play 1 hour. He cannot experience. First of all, he can't feel the people because he's only got an hour. So he's going to put all the hits, and then he's happy and he's cool. And in an hour, you cannot feel the power with the crowd. You cannot feel the whole relationship. And I think playing an hour is I'd rather not play than play an hour. That's why I'm doing it.
What we need is more rooms and 2 hours gigs.
Yeah. Oh, more than 2 hours.
And
gigs.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to play an hour. I think it'd be nice to have like a house room, a techno room, and everybody can play 2.5 hours. Yeah, sure. And then the crowd can like go and listen to you for an hour and get your set, and then maybe go somewhere else. I think it's even better to do that. To play a longer set.
Yeah. But as I've seen it so far, I mean, in your situation, I mean, the techno music has been very male-dominated. As I think also we need some more sex on the dance floor. Don't you think so? More for the women?
Definitely. I mean, I would love to see more female DJs playing techno. I mean, there's a lot of female DJs play a lot of garage, especially in London. I mean, it's quite big in London. I would love to see more female girls playing techno, because I'm sure, 100% sure, that a female could bring a different feeling to the techno music, and it could be even more sexier. There's a lot of very sexy records in techno, and a lot of very unsexy records in techno, and I would love to see actually female play techno, because I'm sure they would bring different feelings, and it would be really different.
Yeah, so but it's like women.
Yeah, there's too many into techno.
Yeah, but there's too many women too little times, and it's too much music too little time.
Eh?
There's too much music too little time. This is us with women. Too many women too little time.
So many men too little time.
Oh yeah, you know that's right. Yeah. So the next question, I just got a new release from you, and a new double. The double album.
The album.
I colored one. So that's the latest thing you did. It's just pure fresh.
Well, the thing is, I've always produced stuff with a lot of people before, and they always help me. This is my new project. It's coming out on the 24th of October, and there is like 12 new tracks on it, and it's a complete personal. That's why I asked you the question before. It's a complete personal album, and it's my own view of what house could be, of what a club should be. I mean, you got a couple of garage tracks, a couple of ambient tracks, and there's a lot of hard techno, and I just wanted to sort of create a mood, like a 7-hour set in 12 tracks, basically.
Sort of one track for each of the rooms here.
Well, I suppose the album could be playing in every single rooms at different time of the night, definitely.
It's the same for you. I mean, I can also enjoy playing in different kinds of music.
It's exactly the same as me DJing. I mean, the album is very...
I love to play hard house,
similar.
And techno also.
The album is actually very, very similar to one of my DJ sets. I mean, I would play house, I would go up to techno and play acid and go fast and bring it down. That's what I wanted to do, because I love people with open-minded, you know, and with good music. People who don't make music for money, don't make music for bullshit, just make music for themselves.
Just for little money, so we can have...
Well, in the end of the day, we have to live, you know. I've got to eat, of course. But when I hear your stuff, and when I hear Jeff Mills stuff and my stuff, I do believe these people just make music for themselves, first of all. Of course, they're hoping to sell some and to touch people with it. But you have to, when you produce music, you have to please yourself first. Fuck the other people. Think about yourself. And then the project will be even much better. Yeah. I mean, even on the label, we have artists that used to send us stuff and they used to tell us, oh, this is really good, this is going to be quite commercial. And the third track, I made it for myself. And what was good in the 12-inch? The third track. The first two were boring. The third one was really
nice. You never get bored with your own tracks sometimes? When you work on it, you hear it quite a lot all the time. You know?
Funnily enough, the album is the first time actually doing everything myself. So it's like my very first own project. I heard the tracks 100 or 1,000 times in a lot of different sound systems. Yes, I'm bored of it because it took me 9 months to do that stuff, and I really listened to it and re-listened to it and re-listened to it again and again. But I do think the tracks are good, and I do think the album is interesting. And
then you play your own tracks?
Not very much, actually. Not very. I do sometimes, but not that much. I'm not doing like Todd Terry when it comes to...
You should do that. People tell us me I don't play my own tracks either, but... Yeah,
well, I mean, you know, when I see a DJ charts and I can see first number is their own track, second number is their own track, I think it's pretty pathetic. Yeah. It's like really closing your own world to yourself, and I don't like that. And my thing of a DJ is especially playing other people's music to put it out to people. Now, when I produce, it's completely different stuff. So it's true, I don't very much play my stuff. I play a bit of my tracks, but not very much. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I have no... In the end of the day, if you make records, you want to play them, you know.
Oh, well, I think I'll play at least one track from you. I haven't listened too much to it yet, but I'm sure I will.
Listen to the album.
He made my album. That's the thing we have.
I always play shit. But now I've met him, so I never ever will play his records ever again.
No?
I will. Thanks, mate.
All right, you're welcome.
Nice one.
Oh,
come and listen to him sometimes.
Get out. And now, how about you? What about...
This man, if you've never seen him play live, you've got to check him out. It's one of the best lives I ever seen in my whole life. This is very true. It's not because you're here. I always said it. And if anybody in France or wherever has never seen him live, you've fucking got to go and listen to him. That's it. This is my personal thing.
I'm trying to do my best.
It's big respect to this man. That's it.
You're welcome. Well, tonight I was supposed to play 2 hours in the ambient room, but that is not going to be changed, but I'll probably play instead of Jeff Mills. I'll play in the gab room instead of Jeff Mills. But I'm not going to play a gabber. If I play in the gab room, I do my thing. And I'm sure they will have a good time anyway. Definitely. 4:45.
You want to know about me?
But what about him?
Fuck,
where are you playing then?
I'm playing in, I think it's called Starship Universe. You
got
to understand there's like 5 different rooms.
You should play on Planet Erotica, man.
I know, with my suspenders on. Check me out.